you all so much for coming out. I did prepare something because I wanted it to be memorable and special. Well, it's just what I do. I'm just the oddball. So anyway, in August of 1948, Alice Coachman becomes the first African-American woman to win an Olympic gold medal for the high jump competition in the London Olympics. And then on September 14, 1948, Ralph J. Bunche is confirmed as the acting United Nations mediator in Palestine. And then on December 28, 1948, my mother, Gloria Jean, was born. 19 years, 5 months, or 7,091 days later, on May 27, 1968, I was Gloria's firstborn child. According to Jean, that's what everybody mostly calls her, I was curious, adventurous, and happy. A happy child who stacked her toys up in the crib to crawl out so I could sit on the dresser and look at myself and laugh. Who, while in the hospital, stood in the crib and was waving at everybody who walked by. Who disassembled all of the broken electronics in the house in an attempt to repair them. Sometimes I was successful, sometimes I wasn't. As I grew up, my talent for the arts began to show, and she helped to cultivate it. From oratory contests, cheerleading, theater, talent competitions, and even when I thought I wanted to be Miss America and began to compete in local beauty pageants, she was my biggest fan and told me I could do anything I set my mind to do. However, let me be clear. Everybody who knows my mother knows that she can be very candid and frank with her words. She can be brutally honest. So let me just share this one example with you. During my childhood, Star Search was our American Idol and The Voice. So I found out they were coming to town, and I was preparing my song for 2 weeks. I was so excited, I'm going to Stardom, I'm gonna go do Star Search. So I practiced my song for 2 weeks. I come downstairs to sing my song for my mother. She sat there and listened to me patiently. And then she told me, you might as well go on back upstairs because you ain't ready. I was crushed. My feelings was hurting. My dreams of stardom was just gone. Nevertheless, I didn't go to the audition, but I continued to sing in church, school, talent shows, and anywhere I had afforded an opportunity. Fast forward 10 years from that time, I was competing in my first pageant, and Jean and my father, who was sitting up there bewildered, couldn't believe I was actually in a real beauty pageant, was sitting in the audience. When it was all over, I went and found them, and adrenaline was rushing, and I was all excited, but I was bracing myself, because I didn't know what Jean was going to say. So finally, I walked over to her, and all that she said was, now you're ready. And that gave me the validation to pursue my music career. Not only did she validate me in my musical pursuits, she demonstrated femininity and taught me how to be a lady. She taught me how to dress and put myself together. She taught me how to do my hair and makeup, and she taught me how to give myself manicures and pedicures. She taught me how to present myself in public. And when I was going through adolescent growing pains because I didn't look like or I wasn't popular like my peers, she told me that I never would be because I was different. She affirmed me and gave me confidence to embrace not being like everybody else. I am the woman that I am today because I had an example of what a woman looks like. And that is sorely missed today. Today, Jean, 19 years, 5 months, 7,091 days since my life began with you. I want to thank you for your wisdom that you imparted to me. I want to thank you for teaching me what was important in life. I want to thank you for affirming me and esteeming me when life and the world wanted to tear me down. Thank you for having confidence in me when I didn't have it in myself. And I thank you for introducing me to Christ and for you imparting in me that He is the head of my life. And lastly, I want to thank you for being my biggest cheerleader and for your motherly love. Happy birthday.
Well, after all that, I don't want to tie you out. She gave us a history book, but that's what she do. Now, the flip side of her is ministry. That's me. On May 11, 1970, I was born. And I used to ask my mother these questions, but before I go into the questions, my mother said to me, when I was younger, she almost lost me. I had diarrhea really bad, and they told her it wasn't nothing wrong, and she kept taking me to the hospital. Long story short, she found a doctor that saved me, and they told her that if she hadn't brought me in, that she would have lost me. But the moral of the story is, she couldn't lose me because I was ordained to be here at this time for her 65th birthday. And everything my mother have always told me, whatever obstacle I went through in life, she told me, you're going to make it. I used to get very angry because sometimes I wanted her to just cry with me. I'm like, you don't understand what I'm going through. But she did understand what I was going through because she knew that one day I was always a leader. I never followed anybody. Anybody that know me know I don't follow anybody. I'm a leader. And I'm a leader in ministry now. And what my mother put in me was the word of God. And I thank my mother for not just sending me to church, but taking me to church. And that formed my life. And now I am the woman that my mother designed me to be, that God gave her through her womb. Now I am who I am in ministry. And I want to say to my mother, thank you for equipping me with the word at a young age. Because that's what's going to keep me. It's not about stardom. It's not about a TV show. It's about the word. And that's what you gave me. The Bible says, before I was formed in your womb, God knew me. And He placed me in your womb. For such a time as this, I just want to say on your 65th birthday, many, many, many blessings over you. And all of these people show you who you really are. They came out to represent you. And this is your legacy, your family, your friends, your pastor, your ex-pastors. All of these people are here for you. And I want to thank my sister while I'm up here for the idea. And thank you for going above and beyond. That's what she does. But that came from our mother, the way she dresses and presents herself. That came from our mother. And we got our father in there too, that arrogant spirit. That's us too. That's my deal. But I just want to say happy birthday to my mother. I'm glad you're here. And I pray that God give you many, many more years. Now I'm going to give this to your child that almost, this one. God bless you.
Well, first I'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight. Give yourself a hand. You look so good. God bless you. And to my mother. Oh, there's a singer in the house tonight. To my mother. Come on and talk back. I just want to say, God bless you, daughter. You know I love you. The kids always tease me because they say, Mama, you ain't got no friends. I said, what you talking about? I got Nanny McPhee. I call her Nanny McPhee because any of you all seen Nanny McPhee. She got a little suitcase. She go from house to house, help people, and then she leave. That's what my mother do. So I call her Nanny McPhee. This is the person between me and her. But I say, Nanny McPhee. I got Nanny McPhee. The kids said, Mama, that's your mama. I say, but she's my mother and my friend, and she has been there with others, if you understand what I'm saying. So I want to say to you today, Mother, Nanny McPhee, God bless you. You know I love you. And I have a song I want to sing. If you don't mind, I won't be before you long. Well, you know, I always say this is my testimony, but this can be shared with many of you. And I don't know if you know, you may not know the story, I'm going to tell you. A few years ago, Nanny McPhee had some situations going on. She had not one stroke, not two strokes, not three strokes, but several strokes. And look at her today. Testimony. Testimony. So the song that I hear near and dear to my heart is If It Had Not Been. If don't mind. If it had not been for the Lord on her side, tell me where would she be? I want to know, yeah, where would she be if it had not been for the Lord? You know it, on her side. Tell me where would she be? I want to know, yeah, where would she be? Oh, I'm not done. That's another. He kept her in the cradle of his arms, 'cause he knew she'd been better than scorn. So if it had not been for the Lord on your side, tell me where would she be? Where would she be? I know it. Oh yes, you know the good Lord is. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. There's another, and I don't leave it for you long. I swear I won't. And this takes you way back. Y'all know it. You're gonna tell on yourself, but I'm gonna tell you this is fun. This one goes. Hold on, let me get the beats, because I don't really have rhythm. When the kid, come on, Rich, give me that beat. C note, E flat. This one goes because see, when the kids tease me, they don't understand. When sometimes I have to call Nanny McPhee, I get to work. I'll be there 5 minutes, and I call her. She said, "Girl, what is she saying?" I said, "You won't believe what they did." That's been my friend. She's who I can talk to when things are rough. No matter the hour, no matter the time, no matter what the situation. You know, some things we only can tell your girlfriend. I can tell my mother. She's been my friend. So this song right here says, "Thank you for being a friend." Oh, you know it? Come on, you know it? All right. Well, it says, "Thank you for being a friend. Traveling down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a comforter. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, and you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, 'Thank you for being a friend.'" All right, here you go.
Okay. After after 3 beautiful girls, and wanting and wishing to have somebody to be there always, no matter what, you know how women have issues, and I don't mean it in that way, but they have issues among each other, and they don't talk to each other for days or months or years, and wanting somebody that will be there always, that you can talk to no matter what, you're bad, good, knowing that there is something totally different now. You told me previously in 1974, is when I was born, that you always wanted a son because you had 3 beautiful girls and you needed somebody that, that sons will be there for their mothers always, and their mothers will be there for the son. But with a different understanding, with what's going on now, it was I who chose you. It was you thinking that it was what you wanted, but it was what I wanted, to have a mother just like you. We talk very often, every day, 4 or 5 times a day, and with a different understanding that I have, I can't share with everybody, but you, I can share with, and you understand me, and we converse and we take each other on different levels. So we realize that there's different levels to this stuff because we can't be at a standstill. We know that this is standing still, but we keep moving forward on something that's more higher than self. And I appreciate that. And I've been through some things and you understood where I was coming from. And there are things that people don't know about you that I understand, and I know where you're coming from. It's that connection that we have that is very important to me. And I appreciate that, and I love you so much. And this birthday means so much, knowing that 65 is a great, great number, and for many more to come. And I'm looking forward to every birthday to be as exciting as this birthday is. I love you. And happy birthday.